Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work at Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to neighbors. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
I know.
No, man, that wasn't even.
Sales pitch gone wrong, or is it just honest? There's a random man that we see on this doorbell cam trying to sell solar panels for Pink Energy in Dallas. And he went to call this person who you didn't see on camera, a black homeowner, the N-word, when he was looking to say, we're looking to talk to neighbors. Because neighbors is really close to that other word. Instead, he called him what you could imagine. Of course, we bleeped that out. So obviously, the words at the tip of his tongue, especially when he's talking to a black homeowner there. But then he looked very disappointed himself as he walked away. Maybe it's because he failed on the sell, or maybe it's because he's like, you usually keep that to yourself. Watch, let's watch that again, you guys, and his disappointment in himself again.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to neighbors. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
I know.
No, man, that wasn't even.
Yeah, that was a problem. As a matter of fact, Duke Energy, since they were being tagged in all of these responses to this and saying, "Is this you, bro?" They decided to respond on Twitter and they said, "This guy is a third-party solar installer taking advantage of our solar rebates available to customers. This is not a Duke Energy employee," they say. "We do not endorse any of these companies, and they have no connection with Duke Energy, including their usual use of the N-word that they apparently talk to their neighbors about." So this isn't well, you know what? We have some more fun slips of the tongue when it comes to political folks. But first, I think I took one shift max once when I was like 20, 21 years old. No, it was just after college. So I was 22. I forget what I was even trying to sell door to door. I was pretty desperate. But it's already uncomfortable enough when you're trying to talk someone into something that they had no intention of buying or even thinking about. But let alone when you start tossing around racial slurs to their face.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't help, does it? I mean, I don't know why it's even in his vocabulary, let alone that close that he can swap those words out for something that isn't even really close to neighbors. And I can't judge from what was in his heart, but I am very hesitant to give benefit of the doubt on things like this because we just see it so often. And everyone says it's a mistake, and more often we find that it's a pattern. And in this case, I can't understand where his head was at.
There's folks that, maybe in the black community, or folks that do use the term, and I don't think it ever accidentally slips out, even for folks that have it in their vocabulary, and it's amongst friends or something like that. I don't know. There's something that he saw in this guy's face or the homeowner's face. I'm not sure if it was a man or woman, but decided to just. Or didn't decide to just let it go. There's other slips of the tongues. These are funny to me. These popped up from last week to also this week. Let's go to Ron Johnson. He has slips of the tongues as well. Not as egregious racially, but definitely revealing. Remember Ron Johnson said this?
We would have an annual threat hearing, and my ranking member would always be bringing up white supremacy, which I condone. I condemn, but.
Does this guy work for Duke Energy? Duke Energy needs another tweet. We do not associate with Ron Johnson and his celebration of white supremacy. Also, there's one other realm. The former president of the United States. He's very anti-LGBTQ+, except when he's speaking at a rally, when he accidentally endorses it. Watch this one.
Great country. Remember, I was going to use an expression. We have to keep our country great, but it's not. For some reason, it's just not great anymore.
For some reason, it's just not as gay. Great. Who cares? Let's just move on. They're not really listening to me anyway. They're just waiting for me to pause and turn and look so they can all applaud. That's really what his rallies are. I decided to take a quick, fun turn for that story. But Max, what we need is apparently Ron Johnson and his white supremacy, and Donald Trump and his gay.
Yeah, make America gay again. I mean, that would be a real change up for the 2024 campaign. And I'm not even sure Ron Johnson's was a slip of the tongue. That's just the Republican Party platform of supporting white supremacy. If anything, it's his correction that was wrong.
Actually, really good point, because they sometimes get asked, again, Donald Trump directly. They have nothing really to say when it comes to, oh yeah, if someone ever says something that's racist, or any of these white supremacist groups actually say something blatantly directly to my face, yeah, sure, I'll condemn them. I've never heard of them before. They don't exist, but if they did, I guess I would. That's their general defense of these types of things. So probably rolls smoothly right off the tongue.